So I'm investing £50 every single day into the S&P 500 for the next 100 days. And this is the week 6 update. So 30 days investing into the S&P 500. In this video, I'm going to take you through every single day investing. I would screen record every single day. And then we're going to take a look at the week's results versus what the S&P 500 did and versus the last 6 weeks to see how I'm actually doing. Let's get into the video. So first of all, I'm going to take you through the recordings of this week. So it's week 6, all the recordings that I took in this week. If I just press play, then we can see that I'm opening up the Trading 212 app. My portfolio is sitting at £25,633. And you can see there that I have £1,250 invested, which is 5 weeks. Now, this is the first day of this week, of week 6, so at £1,300. And you can see there, I think I was up about 50p in total, which isn't great, but it is what it is. And we're going to see what's happened this week. So you can see I'm just showing you the portfolio I have, the ups and downs of that day. And then we go into day 2. So day 2, we're going to invest another £50. And you can see here already that I'm already up £2.26 for today. So obviously on Tuesday, there was a bit of a bounce back. It could have been Monday afternoon from the US markets. And you can see that I've invested another £50. Last week, I mentioned that my recordings were really quick. They were about 20 seconds. This week, I tried a bit more to add a bit more into them, maybe 20 to 30 seconds, a bit longer. And you can see here that I've actually paused. Clearly, I'm doing something. It's 8:56 in the morning. Something's going on. I've probably been distracted by something or other. So like I said, this week I tried a bit more to add a bit more into the recording, showing you what's happening in each day. So you can see there I'm up 83p on the day and another £50 invested the third day on the Wednesday. And you can see there I'm at £1,400 invested. Every single day I sort of put the £50 in, wait for it to go into the investment. So it goes into the pie and then it gets invested. And that takes a bit of time sometimes. So you can see that that's gone through. And then we go into day 4, which will be Thursday. So when we looked at last week was really up and down in the market. I didn't really make much of a return. And you can see here on Thursday, it's a big red day. I was filming this on 11 o'clock on the Thursday morning, and you can see there's a big red day, although you could see G500, one of the positions I hold, was actually in the green, even though the SPXP, which is the S&P 500 ETF that I'm investing here, was in the red. So you can see there, that's another £50, and I'm up 15p on the day, which is fine. It's okay. I'm pretty much flat even at this point, which is good because I ended last week actually on in the negative. Here we go into day 5, into the Friday. And you can see here that the S&P 500 ETFs that I have there, they're actually in the green. I had a few US stocks that were in the red, but overall I think it was a green day, which was the end of Thursday and the start of Friday. And you can see here the final day where I'm investing that £50. I ended the week, well, just that week, I think I ended it down £6, but we're going to go into the week's performance to take a look at every single day to see how I actually performed. That is the end of those recordings. Let's go take a look now at a live recording of me actually going through what happened this week. So here we go. We're going into Trading 212, and you can see here I've earned £7 interest in the last week on my uninvested funds. But you can see here my portfolio is £25,396, and it's still moving because I'm actually recording this on the Monday of week 7. At the end of that last recording, I was at around 25,400. I'm now going down. So my portfolio is actually losing a bit of value. And if we can take a look here just today, so this is the Monday, we can see that the S&P 500 is down. So SPXP down 1.4% and G500 down 1.57%. And even the all-world market is down 1.2%, which isn't great. This type of content where I go through all of my positions, you'll see that more at the end of the month where I take an in-depth look at what's happened over the last month. But in this video, let's go and take a look at S&P 500 every day, my S&P 500 everyday pie. So if we go into here, you can see that I'm sitting at £1,463. I've invested £1,500. So I'm actually down £35. Wow, I'm actually down about £35 this week, £34. You can see it's constantly changing. If we go to the full year or even the last 3 months, you can see I'm actually down £35.66 or down 4.5% as my rate of return, which isn't great. It's honestly not doing very well. I think over the last month, again, down £40 or negative 3.9%. We go in here, look at the last day, I'm down 1.37%, which isn't great. So if we go take a look at the last 3 months and then we adjust it so that it's looking at the 13th of January, which is right around here. So this is 13th of January, this spike here. And if we adjust the graph to start from that day, we can see that the ETF is actually down 1.33% since I started investing. But if we go back to where I'm at, I'm down 4.4%, which is really bad. I'm actually really underperforming this ETF, although it says my rate of return. I'm not entirely sure if that is actually my full return. If we come to the return page, if we come to the S&P 500 ETF, you can see that it says I'm down 2.33%. So my rate of return is a lot lower than my actual return, which probably means that investing every single day is just not working. Now, obviously, while the market's coming down right now and I'm investing £50 per day, I'll hopefully see some amount of good returns at this point. But we won't see that yet. That'll probably be more seen at the end of the week, or if it continues going down, at the end of when it goes down. Now, it's important to note that investing every single day does not beat lump sum investing. And that is true. That has been proven. So this is just an experiment. I only really expect to beat the S&P 500 or beat the market that I'm investing in, or the stock that I'm investing in every single day if the price of that stock or that share or the ETF that I'm investing in comes down. We can see that it's coming down at the moment, so I should beat the S&P 500 when it's coming down in price. But I miss out on the gains when it starts to go up again because I haven't got everything invested. I'm only doing £50 per day. So if I had invested this £1,500 at the start, I'd actually be beating what I'm doing right now. Now, if we come down further into the pie, we can actually see that I'm 29.3% through my 5K goal, which is 100 days of £50 per day. I don't have auto invest on. My balance score is 10 because there's only one ETF in the pie, and I don't have dividends. And you can also see that I have 75 people who have viewed this pie on Trading 212, which means they've just clicked the link down in the description. So one of the questions that I had in the comments of one of my last videos was, don't you have a lot of investment fees when you're investing every single day? So Trading 212 on this specific ETF, or specifically for UK ETFs, mostly UK ETFs, don't have investing fees. So when you see me investing every single day, you see the little square pop up that says you've invested £50 and £50 has gone in. Now, if you had fees, you'd see the fees on there. And every time you buy, you would see like stamp duty, for example, if it's a UK stock, or if it was a US stock or a foreign stock that's not traded in British pounds, then you would see a transaction fee or a Forex fee. So that is what enables me to do this £50 per day, because it doesn't cost me anything. The cost is the fact that I'm not investing all of my money in one go, but it doesn't actually cost me in transaction fees or Forex fees or anything like that because of the way Trading 212 works. So currently, all I can say is that I'm actually not beating the S&P 500 by using this method, and I would not recommend using this method to invest your money. I would recommend maybe once a month or once a week whenever you get paid, and just forget about it. Set and forget is what they say. Invest the money and don't look at the stock market. Do it once a month and try not to overthink it. This method is overthinking it, really. I'm trying to beat the market by investing every single day, but generally I'm not really going to beat the market. This is just an experiment, and I'm doing this so that I can teach people that investing every single day doesn't really work, and it's probably not the best method. And also just to make YouTube content. It's also a good way to get money into the market if, for example, your cash flow is every single day. And also by the end of this, I will have a lot of money invested into the stock market if I didn't have all that money straight away. So that is the video. I tried to keep it short and sweet today to save your viewership time. I think I'll continue to invest £50 per day into the S&P 500, hopefully for the next 100 days, and maybe for the next 250 days. If you liked the video, give the video a thumbs up. Any suggestions on improvements to the video content or ideas for content going forward, then please leave me a comment below and I'll give you a reply. You can also check out the playlist right here, so you can watch the rest of these videos to see how I've been doing every single week. But you can also check out a video right here, which will tell you my net worth. And that'll be very interesting to see how much money I have, and maybe see that I'm actually in the negative. Anyway, thank you for watching.